what's going on guys, Wingspan here and welcome back to another episode of our Minecraft Pocket Edition Survival Let's Play. We are standing in the mineshaft that we built in the previous episode, which is leading all the way up there to our little custom cave that we made in the previous episode. So if you guys want to check that out, you can click in the top right corner and check out the playlist for this series. But as we are standing over here, I thought it would be a great idea to actually start this episode with a little bit of the mining. So I think a 1 hour mining session would be nice, and let's see how much stuff we can actually get. And of course, if you guys are still enjoying the series, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Well, this can easily be one of the worst mining sessions that I had in a while. This chest pretty much contains all of the stuff we got, or at least the important stuff that we got. And you can see that there is not a single diamond in this chest. I mean, there is a lot of the redstone. Again, not a lot of those resources as well. 2.5 stacks of the iron, which is always really nice. 2 stacks of the lapis and some gold, but not a single diamond in the whole 1 hour of the mining. And all of these resources in 1 hour is really low. Well, maybe it could be better with some better tools, but I only use the stone pickaxes and the iron for like these guys, the lapis, the redstone, and if I was lucky to actually find some diamonds. But I explored like 3 caves on my way of the digging over there, and all of them had like lava pools and perfect level for the diamonds to spawn. But I was so unlucky and pretty much not a single diamond spawned over there. Of course, unless I missed it, but I highly doubt it because I checked it like 3 or 4 times. But in regardless of that, I think this is a nice little mining session, and I'm definitely going to do a lot more mining of camera. But I want to show you guys what I did a little bit of camera before the recording of that time lapse, and I showed this on Twitter. So if you guys are not following me over there, make sure you do. The link for that is in the description below. But as you can see, I did a tiny bit of the terraforming at our little waterfall. This is what it looks previously, and this is how it looks right now. So I'm pretty happy with the amount of stuff that I managed to do. Of course, this took a little bit of time because of the smelting of the stone and pretty much kind of deciding what I want to do with this. And you can see that I only did like this portion around the waterfall, and I'm planning to pretty much do the whole mountain. Probably not this style. I can't use the vines and stuff because the stone was kind of near the water, and I thought that would look nice, but probably for this side of the mountain it's probably mostly going to be like stone and stuff, and not a lot of the vines and mostly cobblestone. But I think this turned out really cool. Definitely let me know what you think of this in the comments below, and of course if you have any improvements, definitely let me know. But for now, what I want to do is actually kind of go back over here. Because of camera, I was kind of exploring a tiny bit, not really too far away. It looks like we got a little cave right there that I'm going to check a little bit later. But I was kind of looking at this little mountain over here, and I was thinking that someday in the future maybe we can connect this hill to the mountain and create a nice little arch over here. I think that would look really nice. But what I want to show you guys, if I found a nice little swamp biome over there, which is really exciting because now we can get some lily pads for our little pond over there near the waterfall, which is going to make a little bit easier for us to actually jump across and get inside our little cave. But another thing that I'm excited about is some blue orchids, because that's definitely one of my favorite flowers in the game. So I'm really excited to get that. And hello there, little donkey. Let's just run over there, and maybe we can even find a little horse over here, because we have the diamond horse armor for it. But I just kind of want to get near over here and see if we can actually find and spot any of the lily pads. And looks like there is a little cave right here. But if I can't find any of the lily pads, I'm just gonna bone meal the ground a tiny bit, and pretty much go ahead and gather some of the blue orchids, because I think they look really nice. And let's just bone meal a little bit over here, and there we go, we already got some. So let me gather some more flowers over here and get some of the little pads, and I'll be right back. What? What? I can't believe we actually killed that guy and got a trident from the first guy. I actually just stopped the recording, and like a creeper or something killed me. I have no idea. I ran all the way back over here, just gather my stuff, and want to do a little bit of the gathering on camera. And we killed the first round mob in the series, and we managed to get a trident. This is so cool, and I can't believe we managed to get it in the first from the first drum that we actually killed. Okay, this is really exciting, and I think I wanna kill this guy, and there is a lot of them, so maybe this was a little bit of a mistake. And did he seriously just drop another trident? No way, we managed to get 2 tridents for 2 kills of the drowned mobs. Let's see, and this one guy actually died. I have no clue how. Looks like this guy actually shot him to death. And okay, you hurt. That hurts. That hurts. 2 tridents from 2 drums that we actually killed. This is absolutely insane. Let's see if we can actually take this guy out. Okay, I can't really see him right here. Let's see, where is he, and can we actually kill him? Okay, he's right there. Let's see how can we actually do this, and I don't know if this is actually worth, but I really want to test this and see if we are actually gonna get 3 tridents from 3 rounds that we actually kill. And again, I can't see you, buddy. Show up. Okay, there you are, and let's jump and go. Swim, and there we go. Did we actually get another trident? Okay, we just got an Nautilus shell, but this is absolutely crazy. 2 tridents from the first 2 mobs that we actually killed. This is absolutely insane, but let me get a little bit more stuff over here and try to get these tridents back home safely. I still can't get over the fact that we actually killed the 2 drowned mobs, and that was our first drowned mobs that we killed in the series, and we managed to get 2 tridents out of them. But you can see that I added some of the blue orchids around, and I think they look really nice. I really like the color of them, and I added some of the little pets over here, and this just adds a little bit more to the decoration, and also helps me kind of get inside of this a little cave without getting too wet and just getting wet from this water over here. But I think that was a nice little addition, and it's definitely gonna make it a tiny bit easier for us to get inside the little cave over there. But for the rest of the episode, what I was thinking is actually creating another little house over here, and I think that's kinda the spot where we're actually gonna build it. And I was thinking that that house is gonna be kinda like our little storage room, or in this matter the storage house actually. But so I was doing a little bit of the thinking. Yeah, I know, me and thinking, but what I got in my mind is to actually kind of remove part of this hill probably over here and kind of flatten that area a little bit more, and maybe we can put a nice little house, as I said, somewhere in that direction. So we're gonna get nice little height variation. You can see this pathway kinda leads down and again goes a tiny bit up over here to the waterfall. And I was thinking it would be nice to kind of not have it for this level, or maybe even do something like that. But in regards to all of that, I definitely want to kind of take this hill a little bit down, and we can see and work from there. Okay, so what I've done over here is I actually took this whole hill down and I kind of rebuilt it again because I was kind of flattening this area over here and building it a little bit more right here. If you remember, there was a little hole right there, so I kind of filled it in, but you can see that this is kind of the general area where I want to build the house because I did a tiny bit more thinking, and from our front door of the starter house, when we are like standing right here, we can see the waterfall on the left, and we're gonna get a nice little distance house over there. And I'm pretty sure that I want this house to kind of face towards the waterfall. I think that would look really nice, but depending on how big I actually make this house, that's going to decide the future for this hill and if I'm going to actually take it down. But of course I'm not going to keep this plot kinda flat over here. I'm definitely going to do a little bit more work, and I kinda lay down some of the blocks for the house and we can work from there. Okay, so I got the general shape of the house done, and you can see that I'm keeping it kind of the same style as our starter house, because after all this is supposed to be like our little enchanting forest village type thing. So you can see that we are using the same stone bricks and stone stairs around the pillars over here, and pretty much using same materials. But you can see that the roof for this is actually going really high, and this is going to be my storage room, or in this case the storage house. And the main reason why I went for the high roof, not only because it looks cool, but because it can also provide a little bit more room for the storage, and perhaps maybe we can have like a little enchanting area over there. You guys can let me know about that, but I think that this is going to turn out really fantastic, and I want to do something a tiny bit different for these like dangly bits over here. So I think that's going to look a little bit better, and of course we are going to keep in the style, and I think I want to kind of do the same little window style over here that I had. But of course I don't want to copy the same design because this would be really small for this house, so I want to do something a little bit different, and I'm pretty much gonna go ahead and kind of fill in some of the roof, and still fill in a little bit of these bone blocks around to the roof, and once I get some more progress done I'll be back. Alright, I am pretty happy with the shape of the roof. I think those kind of dangly bits and everything looks really nice. I think it decorates the roof really well, but I kind of want to break up the flatness of that cobblestone over there and maybe add a little bit more shape and add some details, so let me do that. Okay, there we go guys, I think the house is finally finished. You can see there's a lot of the details, added some buttons, some trapdoors, and also the little garden over there, and I also created a nice little pathway kinda connecting that, and I think it turned out really nice, and we're gonna go in detail once I get down from this waterfall. So yeah guys, I think the house turned out really nice, and this is probably going to be really nice storage house. And one thing that we're not going to do today is pretty much finishing the whole house, and I'm not going to do the interior because I want to hear your guys' suggestions, and should we actually make a little enchanting area in the roof over there. But I think the house itself turned out really nice. You can see that these sides are kind of bland because I'm still not sure if I actually want to kind of remove this hill over here, and I still need to kinda terraform a little bit more on this side, just to kinda add a little bit more dirt and stuff over here. But all in all, I think the house turned out really nice, and one of the details that I added is the light blue windows, and this is something that I want to do for our starter house. But of course at the starter series I didn't really have those resources, but now with the bluer hits we're able to make some of these really nice windows over here, and I think they are going really nice with the feel of the place, the little enchanting village kind of deal. And I think the light blue stained glass looks really well with all of the colors over here, so I think that's a nice little improvement. And I'm pretty happy with all in all how this house turned out. If you guys have any suggestions for it, definitely let me know in the comments. But the last thing that I kind of want to do is again just use the same little trick that we did over here, just kind of mixing some of the mossy stone brick with the normal stone brick over here. So just in the places where it's kind of visible, so let's maybe do like one right there. Let's see where else can we do it. Maybe we should even do this one over here so it kind of matches this side, but it's also kind of hidden from that grass over there. So let's do another one over here. Maybe let's just do both of these guys over here. And one of the things that I'm definitely going to do is probably add some of the torches like behind these leaves and stuff like that. But all in all, again, I am pretty happy with this house. And sadly, I am kind of running out of time for this episode, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to kind of cut it short. But we did a nice amount of the progress. We had 1 hour mining session. I did this thing off camera. We managed to get 2 tridents, which is absolutely amazing. And we got ourselves a brand new house, so I'm pretty happy with the amount of progress that we did. It's definitely not the same amount of the progress as we had in the episode 2, but as I said, I'm really happy and I think it's time to end the episode. So if you guys have enjoyed this episode, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. Of course, if you think any of your friends would enjoy this type of content, make sure to share with them. But as always, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.